A San Antonio officer who was shot with his own gun and suffered lasting injuries is now being honored along one of the city's busiest highways.
City Council approved dedicating part of Loop 1604 to Officer David G. Evans. And tonight, his widow tells our Alicia Nieves why this tribute is so much deeper than a sign. Alicia?
Well, for the family of Officer David Evans, this story started more than 2 decades ago with a shooting that should have killed him. But instead, he survived the unthinkable, lived to tell the story, and now his name will live on along Loop 1604, beginning right behind me at I-10, all the way to 281.
We are here to talk about David G. Evans Memorial Highway.
City Hall, a long-awaited vote. For one family, a promise finally kept.
This is a life worth honoring.
Thursday, City Council approved dedicating Loop 1604 between I-10 and 281 as the David G. Evans Memorial Highway, in the area where the officer last patrolled. In 2003, Evans was one of 4 officers shot in an ambush at a Northeast Side Denny's. A gunman fired more than 40 rounds in a close-range battle before being killed. Evans was shot with his own gun.
This was a bullet that should have killed him, really. He did not have his vest on that night, and he was shot point blank on the chest.
Doctors told family he might only have months to live.
14 days later, they had the tubes removed, and I believe it was 21 days later he walked out of the hospital.
Evans went on to give 37 years to law enforcement, 30 with SAPD. His widow, Elizabeth Valdez Evans, says he refused to bury what happened.
He made it a point of letting everyone know what God did that day, because he should have died.
Evans died in 2022 from complications tied to those injuries. The idea of this tribute began with a chance encounter at the polls.
He got my information, and I thought, okay, this is just another politician's promise. And he called me a few minutes later, and he says, let's get it going.
This item has been a year and a half in the making, and I'm proud that we are finally here.
Now, she says the memorial is bigger than her husband alone.
This sign is just not his story. It's each and every officer who's laid down their life for this city.
Once construction along 1604 between I-10 and 281 is complete, Elizabeth says that is when 2 memorial signs will be installed, one facing each direction. Reporting live on the northwest side, Alicia Nieves, KENS 5.